Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Poker's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. As you know, we say the things in here that nobody else dare say because they're all cowards, majority of them with press access. Right. For those of you that haven't had a look at our sister channel, Poker's International YouTube, feel free to go and have a look over there, like and subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think. To the performing monkey, aka moi. That's me. Right, we're going to go balls deep here. Jaron Ennis against David Evanesian. It's a good fight in Philly, isn't it? Good fight in Philly this week, but Evanesian's not been looked after by establishment. He's there to get filled in, isn't he? So it is what it is. He's away from home, underdog, the B side on an Eddie Hills show against an Eddie Hills fighter. When really it should be David Evanesian against Conor Benn, shouldn't it, really? So Josh Kelly fought Evanesian, but Ben didn't fight Josh Kelly or Evanesian. That means Conor Benn, in my opinion, is a protected fighter. That's just how it goes, I'm afraid. So that's on Saturday. Then over in Vegas, we've got the WBO and IBF unification for a glamour division. Only one of the 7 glamour divisions, middleweight. Now, this is who we've got, boys and girls, fighting for 2 of the belts for the middleweight championship. Alam Khan-Yuli versus Mikhailovic. Letting it go in Tokyo. Hey, what is all that about? Does anybody even know who they are? Hey? Middleweight division. Hey? Unbelievable. And that'll be happening with welterweight division once all big dogs have retired. Where's the next generation of fighters coming through? Well, they're not coming through at middleweight, are they? Tell me a big name at middleweight. Eubank, do me a favour. He's highly ranked, isn't he? But he don't want to do out at middleweight, does he? He wants any fight. He get him with an heavyweight for right fight, Eubank. Totally embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. It's that bad. Middleweight division. Unbelievable. Unreal. But hey ho. I'm just wondering if Fury's going to grow an arsehole and fight Usyk. It's a long time away, isn't it? December the 21st, and we keep hearing he's in training and this and that. So when has Tyson Fury been in training? 5.5 months before fight starts. Are people just talking absolute waffle on social media? Is that what they're talking? Absolute waffle. That's how I look at it. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. But Fury's going to have to grow a pair, isn't he? You know, his arsehole will be flapping thinking about Usyk. Same as Joshua's arsehole. He'll be flapping, won't he? Thinking about triple knee and Big Daddy Don Charles smoking about with Triple D, eh? Every time you see Triple D now, you've got Don Charles in tow. So let's hope that Don Charles gets his moment in the sun. I wonder if he'll be using Big Malk as his assistant like he did for Fury against Chisora. Will Big Malk be in Dubois' corner? That's what we all need to know. If not, it means that Big Malk has been dropped from Team Don Charles's training team, because how could he be in corner for Fury fight, but yet he's not for Joshua fight? So how are you going to spin that one, Big Malk? We're going to see, aren't we? We're going to see. Is Big Meech filling his nappy at the thought of getting in with Dubois? You bet your bottom dollar he is. Big Meech and Fury, their arseholes are flapping, but I think they probably will fight now, because when you look at the situation, they know that that fight's always going to be there. Like the Eubank Ben, for their children, Connor and Chris. That fight's always going to be there, isn't it? So that's how I look at it. It is what it is. Johnny Horsecock Nelson's coming out having to defend Ben Shalom and going to bat for him. Johnny, if Ben Shalom left Sky and said Sky were crap, you'd hammer him. If Eddie Hills came back and got that position, you'd big up Eddie Hills at Sky, Johnny, because you're a company man. But I like your honesty lately. But Johnny, it's going to take an awful lot for you to win the hardcore fans over after 18 years at Sky and your tongue being where it's been, Johnny, because you're biggest company man out there. But I like what you're trying to do, Johnny. I like it, but you've a long way to go, lad. A long way to go. Now, the White Rhino situation. The White Wino. The White Wino's getting his head in shape. Good. Let's hope the pennies drop. But this is how I look at it. Leopards do not change their spots. 30-second videos in gyms sweating like a pig. They're saying you're stronger, faster, quicker than a speeding bullet. Don't wash it with me when you've been doing that for 10 years. I want to see some rawness in that gym. I want to see some serious training. That's all we want to see. We want to see a performance where we can say he's back. The White Rhino's back. That's all we want to see. But the Lucas Brown fight were donkeys years ago. Absolute donkeys years ago. It's a long time ago. A long time ago, that. So, do I want to see Dave Allen in with Johnny Fisher? Yeah, I want to see Dave get a payday, but what is it after Johnny Fisher? Is he going to be fed to Moses Atame, Solomon Dakras, Wardley? You know, he's already been in with his big freeze. Is that what they're going to do? They're going to feast on Dave Allen. It's like Eddie's telling Johnny Fisher he's 3 fights away from fighting for a serious belt. Well, I remember when Eddie was saying that the White Rhino were 2 fights away from fighting Joshua. Now look at him. He's 2 fights removed from fighting a plumber out there in Eastern Europe, you know, we're at Malta. It's only a couple of fights ago. Dave were in there with some plumber, wasn't he? That's how boxing can turn on its head. Now, I remember White Rhino living at back of me. And when he got in mix, he didn't want to come on Porky's Corner, did you, Dave? But me and Dennis couldn't get him off Porky's Corner at one point. That's what happens. You can't go around pissing certain people off in boxing. It's just how it goes, isn't it? I mean, I look at the situation like this. I know people in this industry at the moment who are personal friends of mine. And they can't stand Bricktop. They absolutely can't stand him. But there's offers on tables for them to go fight and be involved in big fights. But it means working with Bricktop. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens if people do work with him. But when they've said to me they're not going to, because what happens is you get backed into a corner in boxing. You either want to put food on the table for yourself and your family and pay your bills, or you don't work with these people. You've got to be thick-skinned. And every now and then you can be made to look two-faced or a bit of an arse licker. And that's why it's hard for certain people to get on in boxing. Because a lot of people don't want to kiss male arsehole. Well, they don't, do they? They don't want to be seen as arse lickers. Who wants to be seen as an arse licker in boxing and lose your manhood? Because that's what it is, isn't it? You lose your manhood having to suck up to these people who are just going to go home and laugh at you, basically. But that's just how it goes, I'm afraid. That's just how it goes. So, oh, it's that button there, is it? I think we know where we are now. We're working on this laptop. So, thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. No, it's all good stuff, isn't it? It's all good stuff. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm just going to nip into Brum in a minute. Get some washing powder. Wash my shirts. Because nobody else is going to do them, are they? I'm only joking. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. And thanks for people watching Porky's International, our sister channel on YouTube. That's Other Sports. Jeff Hines, hope you're well, Jeff. I'll be getting you back on. I've had a few appointments to keep this week, medical appointments, but we'll get you back on. Kent's on tomorrow, I think. Burnsy, what's happening? We've had Terry on. Michael's in Benidorm. Michael, come see me. So, running down the road from your kid now. Go on, peace out. Dale Nichols, how are you doing over there in Lichfield? Just come by your village this morning. I didn't see you, Dale. Nobody knows you're out there. Go on. Peace out. The voice of hardcore pay-per-view. Do me a favour. Wombo Yaka. Max! I don't know if you're allowed back on now. Kevin says you're not allowed back on. That fight you just had, Max, he says it's white collar level and it doesn't qualify you to come back on. No, I can do, Max. Pop, pop, bang.